Hello, lovely people. How you all doing today? Let's see what's going on. Oh, not again. TikTok mom totally nails the unfair nature of male versus female hobbies. So the thing that you choose to voluntarily participate in is unfair because you're comparing your enjoyment to someone else's. The balance structure is off when it comes to moms and dads and their hobbies. Golf windows know this all too well. Widows, golf widows. It's Saturday morning, and instead of a fun family day or a couple hours of relaxation for mom, while dad takes the kids to the park, he's out the door to make his 9 a.m. tea time. This is bullshit, and one TikTok mom here is to call it out. First of all, usually these men schedule these things ahead of time because a bunch of other guys have to go and everyone needs to and they probably have families too, so they schedule it ahead of time. So you probably already knew that he was going to do that, and you wait till the last minute to get pissed off about it. And second of all, a lot of the times those golf things are actually business meetings. Like it can help him get a promotion. Anyways, page turn. Paige Turner? Oh, that's her name? She's a page turner. Oh my God. Vents about the unequal nature of male versus female hobbies, noting that men get the sweeter end of the deal. The jealousy. Like, just constantly jealous of everything men do. It, it's just insane to me. Why don't you enjoy the things that you do? I don't. She also notes some pretty interesting factors between men and women's hobbies, once again proving that moms are the default parents. Patting yourself on the back. Moms are usually the default parent for toddlers and young children because the kids are helpless at that point and they need 24/7 watch. And the men don't want to do that 24/7 because they have to do other stuff that are very integral. But when they grow up and they're a little bit more self-sufficient, the dad is more important at that point. Why, you might ask? Because they need discipline, they need structure, they need someone to model how they should behave in life and impart more to them than just coddling them and telling them how great they are. Because you got to build them into a person, an adult, person that's responsible for themselves and not just going to. Anyways, male hobbies typically take them outside of the home during the daytime, during caretaking hours. Sweetheart, if he's at work during the daytime, it's the same shit. Why are you mad about a situation that didn't change? If he stayed at home, what were you going to do? Were you going to go out and play golf? What were you going to do in the middle of the day without your kids? If he stayed with the kids, where the hell were you going to go? To a book club? You would still be in the home while he's watching the kids, and you're going to be keep getting on him because he's not watching the kids the way you want him to watch the kids. You would just both be miserable. but critical thinking is probably not your best skill. Turner notes that men's hobbies include activities such as golf, hunting, rock climbing. These are very niche things. Like, for instance, I hate golf, and I don't know many men that enjoy golf. Hunting, like, seriously, that's not like an everyday type of thing. That's not even an every week type of thing. Rock climbing, like, who has the free time? Like, there are plenty of dudes that love rock climbing, and guess what they usually do? They usually instructors. They instruct rock climbing because they love rock climbing and they also need a job. Training for a marathon. Training for a marathon. Common thing that a lot of people do, which takes them outside of the house during the day and away from the kids and family. Women's hobbies like gardening. How many women garden? Painting? Come on now. Come on. Reading a book, reading in a book club. Not many women do that. Even socializing with friends. Most of them do that. Yeah. And can all be done in spurts while the kids are present. Because you choose to do that. Because the moment you're away from your kids, guess what you when you're socializing with friends, guess what you're doing? You're talking about your kids. When you're painting, you're thinking about your kids. You're gardening, you have the kids out there with you. We're able to and required to typically work our hobbies around the schedules of our families, whereas men's hobbies take them away from that. What are you talking about? You have to work your hobbies around your responsibilities. The men have to work their hobbies around their work and their family. You have to work your hobbies around your work and your family. And if you're a stay-at-home mom, guess what your work is? The reason that men are able to go golfing for 4 hours on a beautiful Saturday afternoon is because of heteronormative societal structures and archaic gender roles. Then, bitch, get a divorce. Do it all yourself. Or don't get married in the first place, since it's such a torture that a man would enjoy golfing. So men are able to leave the home for those extended periods of time during caretaking hours because they have a support at home. Most females do not feel like they have the same support when they would like to take on a hobby. Like what? She then lays out the scenario of a role reversal where a mom announces that she's golfing in a woman's only league. She'll be gone every Sunday for 4 hours. Imagine the blowback. Of course, there will be blowback because you're doing it simply because he was doing it. You're doing it for revenge. Why would you get a revenge hobby? Are you a psychopath? And why would you introduce our entire completely new hobby to your relationship? Where are you going to find the time? Hmm? Because now he has to change his entire schedule around to accommodate your new hobby. That you're simply doing because you're jealous of his hobby. You don't even give a shit about golf. They may be met with a response that is unfair, takes them outside of the home, is putting too much responsibility on the other partner, and that is not a kind of equal division of labor, right? Then why don't you go to work, and then he can take care of the kids and stay at home. Why don't you do that? Why didn't you just get a guy that would want to stay at home, and then you could just do the work part, and then you could enjoy all the golf? She notes that women may take up hobbies they don't even necessarily have a huge passion for, but rather lean in because of convenience. She continues, like often people joke, oh, women love flowers and gardening. It's not funny. What kind of joke is that? Is that a female joke? Is that what female comedians say? They don't all love that. No shit. Like I said, it's a very rare thing. Most women aren't fucking out gardening. One of the reasons they might get into it, though, is because they do it from their home with their children, so it's something they can do together. What did I say? They get into gardening because they have their kids out there. Anyways, I don't know, man. It's so weird that it's like this one-sided battle that women have with men, where the men, all the men want to do is just make life more comfortable for the women. And then life just gets worse for them because they get what they wanted and they don't like it. They don't like it because they didn't realize that the thing that they had was for a reason. You want to work? Well, now you got to work and be a mom. You don't like it because it's hard. You want to be able to vote? Well, now you vote. And then you gave you gave the trans rights. And now they're taking over your sports. Because you're an empathetic person, and you thought that if you just supported people, that everyone can be happy. But that's a naive, childish notion. And the real world is run by men for a reason. Because we don't live in fairy tales. We don't live in what ifs of happily ever after. Live in reality, and reality sucks. That's why when it comes to deleting yourself, it's usually men that's doing it. Anyways, until next time.